In addition to incorporating the annual tax updates, XPaus version 2025-1 adds the following features. The ability to set a custom label for each litigant. The optimization of the number of dependency exemptions to release to minimize tax. An expanded and slightly revamped choice of colors for the background of XPaus screens. This video provides a brief overview of those features. Before we discuss the new features, we need to bring an important matter to your notice. Internally, XPaus 2025-1 implements tax computations for the years 2024, 2025, and 2026. However, in an oversight that was not detected until after the completion of audit and certification, the range of year options that appear in the year toggles throughout XPaus was not updated, and the year toggles show the years 2023, 2024, and 2025. When using XPaus 2025-1, do not select 2023 as the year, as the tax computations for 2023 are not implemented in this version, and 2023 simply defaults to using the 2025 tax computations. A revised version of XPaus will be released, with the range of year choices updated to match the internal tax years, but we need to do so in accordance with the rules for audit and certification. If you need to perform tax computations for 2023, please contact XPaus support at support@xpaus.com. Our sincere apologies for this oversight. In previous versions, XPaus used various criteria to determine which of its inbuilt default labels to use on screens throughout the program, such as mother, father, party A, party B, etc. XPaus 2025-1 adds the ability to set a custom label for each litigant. The custom labels can be entered in the case information window, which is accessed by going to the File menu at the top of the screen, and then clicking on Case Information. In the Case Information window, the litigant labels can be entered in the new fields that have been added to the right of the fields for litigant names. If a custom label is provided for both litigants, those labels will be used throughout the program instead of the inbuilt default labels. However, it is important to note that XPaus will use the custom labels only if a label is entered for both litigants. If a label is entered for only one of the litigants, XPaus will continue to use its inbuilt default labels for both litigants. It is also important to note that entering names in the name fields, but leaving the label fields blank, will not result in the names being used in place of the inbuilt default labels. Therefore, if you want custom labels to be used, you must enter the desired labels in both label fields, in addition to any names that you may or may not enter in the name fields. That behavior is in recognition of the range and complexities of names, and that it is better for you enter litigant labels exactly as you would like them to appear throughout the program, rather than having the program impose labels that it has inferred from the name fields. The release of dependency exemptions has been optimized in XPaus 2025-1 to minimize taxes. In previous versions of XPaus, the comparison of taxes was based on releasing all dependency exemptions versus no releases. In XPaus 2025-1, the optimum number of dependency exemptions to release is determined, and the number and direction of releases is displayed in the proposed panel on the bottom center of the main screen. In XPaus 2025-1, the choice of background colors has been slightly expanded and revamped. To select a background color, go to File on the main menu, and then Preferences. In the Preferences window is a field in which you can choose from a range of colors for the background of XPaus. The default is parchment, but you can cycle through the color options by either repeatedly right-clicking on the field, or by clicking into the field and then using the spacebar or backspace keys. The background won't change immediately after making a selection, but XPaus will load with the selected background color the next time that XPaus is restarted. While on the topic of preferences, it is worth a reminder that in the Preferences panel, you can set various other options to your liking. For example, you may wish to set the XPaus window size to the largest available option, as that will provide a more pleasing visual interaction with the program. You may also prefer to not have the logo screen appear on each startup and instead, for the program to open directly to the main screen each time. If you turn off having the logo screen appear at startup, and you ever want to check what version of the program you are running, You can always open the logo screen by clicking About on the top menu bar. You can choose whatever you prefer as the default view for the right side of the main screen when XPouse starts. Whenever you change any of the preferences in the Preferences panel, the new settings will take effect the next time that XPouse is restarted.